JK, can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, can you hear me? Thank you. I'm going to just wait a couple of minutes until people are in, and then we'll start the live feed. I'll be introducing some new camera equipment, and I've taken some time off, so I had some things I had to work out, so it is what it is, Let me take a look at where I need to be here. I'm going to finish configuring this. YouTube keeps doing stupid stuff. They keep changing how the live stream interacts with your OBS software. I used to just start up OBS and boom. Now I have to start up YouTube and OBS. And then OBS, the video looks like it's live. When I look at YouTube and the video on YouTube, it looks like it's about a 20-second delay, and it's very confusing to me. But I hope everything's okay. I am also curious if my voice matches my lip movement, lip sync. So if everybody can just let me know how is the lip sync. I really would appreciate it. Again, I'm just curious if... Okay, so I got... JK said there's a 20-second, 30-second delay usually. But what I really want to... Okay, so everybody's saying, yeah, the voice matches the lip movement. That's all I care about. So what I'm going to do is... let me explain why I was gone for a while. I had some mental shit I had to clear up. Problems. I also was saving up for a new camera. This thing is what I've been using to do all my video streams, all my YouTube videos for that matter. It's still operational, but it's barely hanging on. There's some cracking on the bottom, and I think what's going on is when I'm driving down the highway, it's got a slight vibration, the loose pieces, and it's affecting video quality and audio quality. People are complaining and whatnot. So I just couldn't continue making videos with this. I had to save up some money, and I bought a new camera. So right now we're using just a webcam. We're not that camera that I'm filming with right now is not going to be the normal camera. That's just a backup, so I can show you what I just bought. So we're going to upgrade the camera equipment for this channel. I'm going to start making some videos. And I'm going to... Let me see how I can do this. I got a tripod here. And I'm wondering... Because I want to open up the box so you can see the camera. So I'm going to move that camera. You're going to see some movement. I'm going to try to hook it up to this tripod and then put it on this desk. Make sure nothing here is... Oh, by the way, man, I got an awesome freaking card from the UK. Somebody sent me this card. Happy Easter. That's all it says in there. Happy Easter. You know, Hope all, best wishes. That's pretty awesome. Whoever sent it, I know your name, but thank you so much. It meant a lot to it meant a lot to me, and knowing that it came across the pond, and the effort that it takes to send something, it meant a lot. So let me try to arrange that camera to where you can view me opening up the new camera box. Give me just a second, and I appreciate your patience. And we are going to talk a little bit today, the plans moving forward. Again, I took some time off, had to get some stuff sorted in my mind, had to save up for a new camera. They're expensive. Even a cheap camera is expensive. So give me a second, and we'll get started. I'm going to move that real quick. In theory, I should have done this before I started the live stream, but I didn't think the live stream was going to work on the first shot. This should take just a couple of seconds, though, really. I'm pretty computer literate. There we go. Boom. Rock and roll. So, adjusting the camera now. All right, let's try to aim the camera now. There we go. Get some light on the subject. That's the next thing I need to buy, is some lighting. So what I bought here, by the way, I'm opening up all my boxes with my Spyderco Delica 4. Delica 4, razor sharp, nice knife. So again, the old equipment was this remote that controls this camera. So when I'm going down the road, I don't have to reach over on the windshield and manually activate the camera. I can just use this remote without you guys seeing. I also do that here in the office. I'll have this camera mounted on the monitor, and I can just stop and play with this remote. So this is old. I've had this since 2017. I'm starting to get some complaints. I'm starting to see a little bit of not as sharp as it used to be. Let's just put it that way. So we're retiring this and in with the new. So before, let's take a look. We'll open this up. This is going to be the new camera. It's what I can afford, a GoPro. This, by the way, my first GoPro ever in my life. So I went with the biggest and the best, the latest and the greatest, the GoPro Hero 10 Black Edition. So we're just going to open this up and see what what this box contains. And then we'll go to the remote, the new remote, and then we'll start chatting as normal. So after this video ends, I will deploy this camera, set it up and everything, and from moving forward, all my videos from the car and from this office will be on this. Okay? So just give me a second. We're going to open this up. For all my garbage on the floor. So it comes in this nice little case. It comes with a battery. I bought an extra battery. The battery's charging right now. Matter of fact, it's charged already. So this new battery that should be in here is not charged yet, but that's okay. Again, I bought an extra one. So battery lasts about 4.5 hours from what they say, depending on the camera settings. Now, I won't be recording in 5K. At best, I'll probably record in 4K or 2,100 pixels or whatever it is. It's basically considered 2K. So that's probably what I'll be recording, 2K at maybe 30 frames per second at a high bit rate. Some mounts, some sticky mounts, which I don't know if I'll ever use. More mounts, I don't know what they're for. Who cares about this? This is just probably a tensioner for the mounts. But really what we all come to see is this. This is a nice little case, actually. I like how everything is contoured to fit all your equipment so it doesn't rattle around during... Again, this is the first time I'm ever seeing this. I don't even have any friends that have anything like this. So I like the fact that I can travel now and it's not going to rattle around. So that's cool. Let's take a look at this. Directions. So the new GoPro has a front display, so that way when you're recording yourself, you can see how you're positioned in the frame. That's one reason why I bought this. The other cameras, I wanted a Sony Alpha camera. They start at about you can get an old one for about $800 if you can find them. But an Alpha edition, an A edition, brand new, with a flip screen that you can see and compose yourself properly, it was somewhere in the area of $1,700 without lenses, without even buying a memory card, without buying nothing, body only. And I would have loved to have that camera, but got this instead with everything, $600. It has a front display right there. You can put on different lenses, wide angle lenses if you want. It also has a back screen where you can aim the camera at something else and you can see what you're aiming at, compose your shot and whatnot, as well as go through the menu settings. So this is what we're going to be using moving forward. And that's it. One more box to open and we'll start chatting. And I'll explain why I was away for a while. By the way, I appreciate everybody taking their time today to spend it with me. Garbage. That's okay. I'm the one that has to clean it. So I needed another remote. And the good thing about this remote, it works up to 400 feet away. So hypothetically, if I wanted to do an action shot, I can set the camera up 400 feet away, hit the start button, and move into view of the camera. I'm not a cinephotographer. I was going to say a cinephotographer. I'm not a cinephotographer, so I'm not going to worry about that. But it is nice to know that this has some distance to it when and if needed. So I'm just going to try to figure out how to open this box. You need a college education to open these boxes. So I'm more for just the destruction method. I totally destroy the box because directions, garbage. The best directions, believe it or not, are on YouTube. If I want to know anything, I go to YouTube. Okay, so let's take a look. There's the remote. It's got a nice rubber texture all the way around, unlike this old one. This old one has rubber texture as well, but this just seems more streamlined. Almost like a key fob almost. So this will be my new remote to activate the camera. Anyway, let's do a little chatting. Let me do a little explanation while I was gone. And hopefully everybody's doing well. Oh well. God, I can't even think. You know what my problem is? I think I need to start drinking or something. So what I'm going to do is I joke around. I don't really drink that often. But sometimes you think you just want to self-medicate, if you know what I mean. Anyway, what I'm going to do is take this camera back off and put it on the screen so you can see my ugly mug. Give me a second. I'm just unscrewing the mount right now. There we go. Do that. Do this. All right, I think we're there. Okay. Joe Pesci. Okay. It's a 30-second delay, so I have to put the camera up there and wait 30 seconds before I see what's going on. If anybody knows a better way of freaking streaming these videos to where I can see my video live, like OBS used to show it live. I mean, within a split second. YouTube, when I'm going through YouTube now, it's like a 30-second delay. So if I reposition the camera, I have to wait 30 seconds to see if the composure of the picture is right. It sucks. All right, get rid of the tripod. I'm a little disoriented. Disoriented? That's a proper word. Proper way of saying it. My first video in a long time. And, I took some time off. I had to just, it was a combination of reasons. Camera issues, video equipment, lighting issues, and whatnot. Got tired of all the complaints. Just got tired of it. After a while, you get beat up. You just give up for a while. Personal issues, needed to work through some personal issues and whatnot. Stuff that you don't really need to hear, as well as content creation issues. There's a lot of YouTube channels that are being shut down right now that they're just being, they just mention the word, that disease. They just mention it and they're being shut down. So it's like we need to talk in code and hope you can interpret what I'm saying. Because if I say those words, if I say the jab, what that implies, I can get shut down. If I say the disease or the jab, I'm safe. But if I mention that flavor of beer, you know what I mean? That beer, that stands for the disease, I can get shut down. So you get tired of trying to beat around the bush, so to speak, beat around the algorithms and whatnot, and at the same time speak your piece. And I always said this, I've always said this: the government will never take away your rights, never. They will use corporations to do so. Obviously the government can do whatever it wants, and it probably and it has in the past. So I don't want to imply that it's never taken away your rights. It has, but when something is in the Bill of Rights or the Constitution, and it requires a change, then when they don't have the votes, they'll use their liberal corporations to defeat free speech and whatnot. They will, and then they can say, they have plausible deniability. It wasn't us. That company that's doing it, Google. They got their rights to run their business the way they want. And that's what's going on here. The fact that I can't even mention what's going on. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, by the way. If you're just tuning in for the first time, the Mexico border, I kid you not, is about 30 minutes south of me. The Mexico border, depending on how fast you drive, it's about 30 minutes south of me. I see what's going on. I see the trash and whatnot in our deserts and whatnot. And if you speak of this, you can get shut down. So again, going back full circle, after a while, you just want to take a break. and that's what I did, because you can't say what you want to say, and half the people that are watching you don't understand this code language that we have to develop now. And I just took a break, and that's it. So let's say hello to a few people. We'll talk about what is going on 30 minutes south of me. Literally, depending on the speed of your vehicle, I can be at the Nogales border, crossing the border into Mexico within 30 minutes. JK Pioneer, appreciate you helping me out with my audio. Raw Food Writer, I appreciate you as well. Let me get this cable on the other side of the monitor. There we go. That works better. Daryl Woodford, I appreciate you being here loud and clear, and I appreciate your help too. I just, I'm not on your end, so when I start a live stream anymore with this new software, I don't know if you guys are hearing me or not, So I lately I don't trust the software anymore or anything, so I have to, hey, can you guys hear me? So pardon me until I gain confidence in this software again. Fast Eddie, thank you so much. Cosmic Logic, I appreciate you being here. I missed you all too. Bugman 5923, a longtime subscriber. What are the odds I check my I just ate. What are the odds I checked my feed as you go live? By the way, I need to do a little bragging. So what did I eat? Well, I fried up some chicken, breast fillets, sliced up some imported Gouda cheese, put it on the breast fillet, let it melt, served it with a little vegetable. It was good. The Jackie Bear, thank you so much. Everything matches. Thank you. Lips are moving in accordance with the sound. You know what I heard and what I learned? When they film television and whatnot, they have that box that clicks. It's that little bar. They say that snap actually syncs up the voice and the lips is what that does. I don't know. That's what they say. That's what it's really for. So Jackie Bear, appreciate you. And again, I've never seen you before. I appreciate you being here. I apologize if you're a subscriber for a while, but first time I've seen your name, and I appreciate it. Fast Eddie, thank you. Me, you, hello. Me, you. I thought the progressive kidnapped you. It'd take a lot to kidnap me. I'm 240 pounds, 6 foot tall, and I'm not a blubber 240. It would take a gang of liberals, because you know how they are. It would take a gang of them. They would all need safe spaces first, and they would need to put on all their shoulder pads, and they would need to put on their mask just in case they would catch something. A droplet would come out of my mouth or something. They would need the clear screen over their mask. So it would take some logistics in order for a liberal to kidnap me. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. GR Seeker logo is a better investment than crypto. Legos. It's funny. We have some very rare Legos that we're going to be putting on eBay. Very rare. Brand new, too. The original Star Wars. The box is about 3 feet freaking wide by about 2 feet. The original Star Wars Legos. We're going to put that on eBay. Hopefully we'll make some money off of that. William Ridge. Hello from Somerset, Massachusetts. God, I wish I can go to Massachusetts. I would love to actually go to Boston, just make a pig out of myself with some clam chowder and some lobsters. Just watched a Christopher C. just watched a Bix Weird video. The guy gets his intel from a comic book. You know, I started watching Bix, and you know, when you meet somebody, you give them the benefit of the doubt. You learn as you listen to somebody about that person. I listened to him for about a month. I don't listen to him much anymore. I don't dislike the guy. I'm not finding that connection. You know what I mean? I'm just not finding that connection with him as far as information value, entertainment value. I'm just not getting it. Do I have any pre-1933 gold? No, I do not, JK. I wish I did. But you know what? I really wouldn't harp on the year of your gold if you're just a precious metals person. Obviously, if you're into numismatics, I always mispronounce that word wrong. If you're into numismatics, that's another thing. Then you might be concerned about the year. Me, I just like to acquire precious metals. I just like to acquire silver and gold. And it's just the value of those metals is all I really care about. I don't have the time to start collecting years and determining the value of something. I'm just too busy right now for that kind of. I'm just too busy, and I'm just not into the whole collector thing. I just want to acquire weight of precious metals is all I care about. 999 or 9999 fine is all I care about when it comes to precious metals. But that doesn't mean you or I are doing anything wrong. We're just on two different ends of the spectrum. I'm just not a collector. I'm just not into that. Cosmic Logic, get back on the grind, man. 2022 is going to be a good year for us conservatives. We need more hype. Gabby Marr, he's talking to JK Pioneer. Love it, but getting up there in the price. Silver Stranger, hey brother, appreciate you being here, Silver Stranger. And who else? Corey Wiltlet. Boy, there's a few names I just don't recall. Either I got Alzheimer's or these are just seem to be new names. Corey Willett, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your time. Long time no watch. That could be the reason why. Good to see you again. Still stacking. I am still stacking. I really am. Corey, it might disappoint you a little bit, though, because everybody else beats me up about it. I'm also into the cryptos. And that's been working out really good as well. Air Mac Full, thank you so much. Who else? Use pen and paper so nothing is spoken. It's kind of hard to do that while you're driving because I would say a good 75% of my videos are when I'm driving to and from work. So it's like us conservatives have to create an alternate underground language and hope that everybody else can understand. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Silver Stranger, thank you so much for the contribution. I really appreciate that. It'll go towards the new camera. God, I'm just amazed. This little piece of glass and plastic, what it cost. Just amazes me. Just mind-blowing what these things cost. But I just cannot wait to deploy this and have this be part of my new equipment. None of your business. Israel is even dumping dollars. The dollar is in trouble. Yes. Yes, it is. And when the dollar is in trouble, that is good news for us. In terms of gold and silver, in terms of if you buy them, cryptos as well. I know most of you here are not into cryptos, and I respect your opinion. Where most of us are gold and silver. So look forward to our gold and silver going up, the worse things get. The big boys, they're not stupid. They see problems with the dollar well before you and I, well before the news will let us know that there are problems with the dollar, well before the stock market alerts us to these issues. They've already made their trades. They've already pulled it out and put it in somewhere else. Always do what the big boys do. And I can guarantee you, the big boys, they dump whatever it is they're invested in at a blink of an eye, and it's reallocated to something else. I can guarantee that. Well before the news, well before the stock market, therefore well before you and I know. And if they're stocking silver and gold, you should be too. And I got some news for you. They're into cryptos now. The big boys do not make financial mistakes. They just don't. And if they're into cryptos and they trust it, perhaps you should consider it too. Now, I am not pushing cryptos. I am not selling cryptos. I am doing exactly what I have done with silver and gold back in 2016 when I started making videos. There's never a link in any of my videos to buy your silver and gold from me. There's never a link to buy your cryptos from me. I have no stake in the game whether you buy them or not, regardless of whether it's silver, gold, or cryptos. I'm just giving you my advice. If the big boys trust it, and if the big boys think that they're going to make money from it, you will too. That's all I got to say on the matter. You can hate me. I remember I say that. I said those same words when I was pushing gold and silver back in 2016-ish. I would have all these people not come up to me, but just the emails. Hey, you're an idiot, blah, 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 blah. Gold and silver suck, blah, blah, blah. And that was when gold and silver is $13 an ounce. And now we're talking $25 an ounce for silver, I'm sorry. We've all, throughout the years, made some really good money on our gold and silver. And I hope that my words pertaining to cryptos will mirror what I was saying about gold and silver. ST3V3N, greetings. I don't know what that. Oh, I see. It's basically Steven spelled out with threes. See, I'm slow today, but I caught on. I'm slow, but not stupid. Who else? Greetings, Steven. It's amazing. I went shopping. Freaking cart has barely got anything in there. $140. And I had one piece of meat in there. I mean, other things in there, but one piece of meat. One thing came from the meat department. $140. It's crazy. It is freaking crazy. Cheap Laugh Kennedy, missed you too. I'm wondering all the people who voted for the guy that we got in, more code language. The guy that's in office now, I'm wondering if they have any remorse or they still think it's somebody else's fault that gas is doubled, if not more. If food has doubled, if not more. If you used to go to lunch and get yourself a number 3 for $7 and change, and now it's 15, I'm wondering if they're still blaming the conservatives and their demon worshiping. Cheap Laugh, thank you. Charging premiums on everything so it doesn't seem to matter what the spot is. you will get some of your premiums back. Trust me, you will. Yeah, if you can strike that like button, I appreciate that, Silver Stranger. I appreciate that. If you can hit the like button, it really helps me out. It really does help out this channel. It tells the algorithms this is a channel worth recommending. So if you can do that for me. Lighthawk Demon can be in Mexico in about 45 seconds. The one section of town here in eastern Maryland may be as well called the Little Mexico. I see what you're saying. There's so many been shipped there. Cosmic Logic. It's always great to have a like-minded individual in the stream. I appreciate that. And, that's one of the reasons why I started this channel. I thought I was the only one who thought the way I thought. Until I got online and realized, holy crap, the news does isolate us and make us think that we're alone, that we're the minority, when in fact we are the majority. When I go quiet, I'm just reading some of the comments. I want to talk about the schools, though. And then I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go for a walk. I've been trying to lose weight, and I have. But when I get stressed out, I pig out. So what did I do? Today, I went grocery shopping. And as I'm pulling out, there happened to be a freaking Basket Robbins there. Just calling my name. Hey, overtaxed. Hey, overtaxed. Come here. Like some pervert. They opened up their jacket and they were half naked. That's what Basket Robbins was doing. And I saw, oh, okay, my heroine. Go into Basket Robbins because I love ice cream. I ordered this what they call a cappuccino blast. I looked at the caloric their guidelines and what their content was. 1,150 calories for that cappuccino blast. I'll take one, please. So I got to go walk afterwards just to burn off a little bit of that. But it was so good. I did a bite in right there. It's so good. The teen investor, any THETA, street. So I love THETA. That's I wish I had more, but that is my main investment is THETA. So I don't know what you mean by SPS, secret pineapples here. I don't know what that means, but I just wanted to tell you I do love THETA. What do you think about the food distribution centers being burnt down? Good to see you. So I haven't heard any distribution centers being burnt out. But then again, I've been away for a while. So obviously I don't think very highly of it. If it proves out to be true, I think that's probably the left trying to make matters worse. So, Silver Stranger, thank you. Dude, you need to go for a ride on your bike. I actually sold the Harley a year or so ago. I had so much to do, and all my friends moved away, or my friends just, a lot of times they act all tough and badass. But then when you say, let's go for a ride, they're like, oh, it's too cold. You wait a month, let's go for a ride. It's too hot. And I found that I was riding by myself, most of the time. And I just got busy with work and everything. I got a promotion and whatnot. So didn't have time for the bike. I sold it. So I sold it about a year and a half, 2 years ago. somewhere in there. I could be off a month or so, but I got rid of it. And maybe one day I'll get another Harley. Lonely Zeta. It's been a while. The only silver I'm looking at is a continuation of the series, but finances are a little tight in this economy, and I don't blame you. We invest in gold and silver, and our investments are, I wouldn't say static. We have to invest according to what we have, right? So I don't want anybody to feel bad if you had to take a month, 2 months, 6 months off of buying silver. The fact of the matter is you have some silver that you bought in the past, and it's in your house and in your possession. That's all that matters. When you have time, buy some more. Don't worry about keeping up with everybody else, okay? That is not a barometer of what kind of person you are, because you're not buying as much gold and silver as they are. Don't gauge your self-worth by what somebody else is able to achieve. Don't gauge your self-worth by somebody else got a freaking Mercedes and you only got a freaking Toyota Tundra. Stacking silver it's not a club. It's not a race. I always say it's kind of like a multi-lane freeway. We're all going down the same path, going to the same goal down there to get more gold and silver. Some of us have the ability to be in the faster lane. Some of us have to be in the slower lane. Do not gauge your self-worth by what you're able to achieve. Just let time be your judgment of what you're able to acquire and do with your life. Cosmic Logic, thank you so much for the contribution. I appreciate that as well. Going towards my... So I wanted to talk about these schools, and they're forcing this perverted schooling on people. Well, let me rephrase that. Forcing this perverted education on children. And I think we are all on the same page. No kid should ever hear of the word sex, let alone the word sexuality, let alone fluid genderism, let alone transgenderism, let alone anything like that. And it's so funny. The left is so keen and loves canceling people. And the only thing I want to say is I think it's time for people to start canceling schools. We do not need your product. We will not buy your product. We will not pay school taxes any longer. I think instead of a federal school system, there needs to be a state-run school system. Perhaps not even a state-run school system. Maybe it needs to be whittled down to a city system where the individual cities make up their schooling. There needs to be a time where people say, no more. You want to do this? This is not the product we want to buy. You're charging us school taxes, absurd amounts of taxes, mind you. You're forcing us to buy a product we no longer want. And I think people need to start doing that. And I think it needs to be nationwide, where people just start saying we no longer find school taxes constitutional. And that's pretty much all I want to say. And just do what they do to us. Start canceling them. And I think you'll see a big change in how they teach our children. That's all I wanted to say about that. We need to start canceling them. Disney, I'm so proud of Florida and what they did, what Florida did, DeSantis did to Disney World. I don't think people realize Disney World, as it is ran out of California as well. It is a city of itself. They're allowed to govern themselves. They don't pay state taxes. They are a city unto itself. The state of Florida cannot tell them or govern over them in any means. And that's pretty unique to be a corporation and not have to pay taxes to the state that you're in. That's a pretty unique situation. And Governor DeSantis, they reversed that shit. And I think as of this morning, it was active, the new regulation. They were, normally you would have to, if you so much as change your garage, you so much as want to do anything to your home, you got to go run downtown and get permits. Permits is short for permission. Permission, imagine that. You need permission to alter your house. I digress. That is no longer the case with Disney World. And hopefully that will not be overturned in future lawsuits. So I think I'm getting ready to go. SM, thank you for being here. Who else is here? Mr. Blatz. I'm in New Zealand, but my brother in the United States said he voted for the guy that's in office because the guy that was in office was so arrogant. The guy that was in office was so arrogant. People are trained, people are brainwashed that the person who runs for president should be as clean as Jesus Christ. He should have never dated women. He should have never said this. He should have never said that. He is free of sin. And that is a misconception about any human being. And the fact that they can highlight a person's flaw in his personality and utilize that to persuade people not to vote for him. I'm talking about the man in orange, because I can't say his name. The orange hair man, the guy that used to be our president. They're telling people, no, this guy is flawed. He's a flawed human being. We can't vote for him. Folks, in the future, everybody's flawed. And that means people who run for president. You'll never find somebody who's not flawed. So he was arrogant. Oh, well, I'll take an arrogant president than a man who has Alzheimer's disease any day. Stores are paying $6.50 over spot for Silver Eagles. And I said that. You're going to get some of your spot price back. If you're not, then you're not a good negotiator. Or you're just going in there throwing your Silver Eagles down on the glass counter and say, give me, I'm selling these. I could tell you the stores here in Tucson, the coin stores here in Tucson, they are compensating for the high, when you go to sell them, the high premium. They are giving you some of that back. Stephen Parsons, well, I stumbled upon this over text. By the way, I need to tell everybody I'm going to start making videos again. I got the new camera equipment. I'm ready to rock and roll. I feel my brain has been revived a little bit. Lonely Zeta, the school. Cancel bubble. Why so stressed? Just joined. Did I miss the backstory? No, that's... I'm not stressed. I was joking with a friend at work, and I told this person that I just got a resting bitch face. You know, when I'm not putting an effort in smiling, I look like I'm angry. But I'm not. I'm not angry at all. It is what it is. Cancer Bubble, thank you so much for joining us. Italian G, are you okay, man? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm as okay as you are, I guess. There's been something like 20 food processing centers that have been destroyed in the past year. I didn't know anything about this. Thank you. Like Hawk Demon, I did manage to combine a little collecting with gold stacking with my income tax this year. Picked up a limited edition 1 ounce, the One Ring gold coin from Atmex. I got to go check that out. I'm just finishing up here real quick. TD, good day, Overtax. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. I love it when people say hello to me from various countries and whatnot. It's so cool that this little dork right here, you got somebody listening to him from Melbourne, Australia, or from the UK, or from Austria. That just blows my freaking cookies. Thank you so much. It humbles me. Julia Stryker, hello, Perry A. Grooming is what you are saying. Yeah, grooming. That's what they're doing to our kids. They're grooming us. Imagine this. Come on. We were all in school. Did any one of those kids when we were in school come up and talk to their friends? You know, I'm feeling like I'm really a girl, not a boy that I was born. No, what these teachers are doing is they're injecting confusion into kids. And that's when the kids want to come up and talk about it. And then they utilize that confusion against the kids and against the parents. See, this guy's confused. And if he's confused, then he's not really a guy. See? Kids on their own do not walk up to somebody and say, listen, I'm a little confused about my gender. You know, I got my G.I. Joe here. I'm 6 years old. And, I've just been thinking, I've been thinking in an analytical way. I just don't feel right. I feel like I should have boobs. It just makes sense. What you do is you inject confusion into somebody and they start to doubt. And that's when things go downhill. Yet chorizo. I love freaking chorizo. Got chorizo. Glad you're back. Are you still downing the 6-shot latte? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Love my coffee. But you know what? In my defense, think about this. 6 shots. We'll just say that's an equivalent to 2 cups of strong coffee. I have a 6-shot latte in the morning, and that's about it. I might dabble in something else to keep me awake throughout the 10-hour work shift, but I'm doing all right. Got chorizo. I love chorizo and eggs. Burritos. Man. I think the man who used to be president, remember I got to start talking in code, should team up with DeSantis. I really do believe that. I want the gold man or the orange man to come back. I can see a lot of people saying, they want Tucker Carlson, they want this person. I want him to come back. He did a great job. Again, big deal. He did some texting on Twitter that offended people. We all do stupid things. We're not perfect. But when it came to his job, he excelled. Who else is here? I think I have run the course of this video. Again, I'm going to say goodnight, but I just want to let you know, if you just tuned in, we're retiring the old video equipment. This has been around since 2017. I'm getting rid of it. A lot of complaints, sound complaints, video quality complaints. I've dropped it a couple of times. And we just purchased a GoPro 10 Hero Black Edition. It should be a better camera. And hopefully hopefully it'll work better for us all. Anyway, I got to run. Nixon had no choice. We were surrendering all our gold. Thank you, Italian G. Get free 33. Get 333. I don't know what that means. $5 Liberty. Anyway, folks, have a great day. I will be making a video. I will be making videos more regularly now. I'm going to go for a walk, burn off that freaking Baskin Robbins crap I had today. Take care.